What's good, Sheikah? Girl, what did you think about that exchange between Rasheeda and Jasmine last night doing Love and Hip Hop? Like, girl, we finally got to see the long awaited exchange. Um, and in my opinion, Rasheeda handled that shit with a lot of class, a lot of poise, and a whole lot of fucking restraint. Maybe even too much restraint for the situation at hand. And girl, we're gonna get to that gag in a minute. But and listen, I'm sorry, I'm coming to you late with this shit, y'all. I was dog ass tired from work yesterday, and then watching that shit and Basketball Wives drained my ass even more. I wrote some notes, and I ain't write it, I typed some notes on my damn phone, but I'm doing the shit on my phone because I'm at work. So girl, I'm gonna try my hardest to get this shit done by memory the best way I know how, so bear with me, bitch. um Let me see. Tokyo, Carly, and Melissa start the shit off. They was in some damn BMW van, caravan, whatever the fuck that shit is supposed to have been. And obviously Tokyo still feels some type of way about Carly. She don't trust Carly. She don't like Carly no more because she felt like Carly was messy in the way that she handled that friend intervention. And see, Tokyo, you confusing me because I am with you. I felt that friend intervention shit was just that, some bullshit that y'all really could have kept to yourselves. But Tokyo, at the same time, I really don't understand how you could consider Carly to be so messy when you swam in the messy pool with that whole base model ass record release party or some shit it was that you had, and you brought in the bitch that's supposed to have been messing around with K Bachi to get back at Keely, and that was at your event. You didn't mind being messy when it came down to somebody else's shit, but when the messiness comes down with you, you not here for it. And another thing that confuses me about you, Tokyo, I mean, if you're upset with the way how Carly comes and, you know, talks about other people, men and other people relationships, this, that, and the third, why were you so hell-bent on her calling you? It's like I kind of believe Carly with this one, and I'm kind of with Carly on this one. I'm not about to keep calling you, especially since you done already addressed your grievances on how you feel about me and my delivery when it comes to some certain tea. Now you feel like I'm supposed to call and bust down your fucking door when, bitch, no, you had already let me know how you felt about me during the time of the friend intervention. Now I found some shit out about your man. I decided to call you. You didn't answer the phone, okay? I'm not about to keep calling you and telling you information about your man. Like, how do you want it, Tokyo? Do you want her to tell you when you not get upset, or do you not want her to tell you? Do you not want her to be all in your business? And do you want to find out the way we found out, which is by watching the fucking episodes? I mean, I don't know, Tokyo. You know, you confuse me a little bit. You confuse me a little bit. Like, you got a whole bunch of unspoken rules, unspoken girl codes. And, you know, I'm friends with bitches, but I can't be friends with bitches because bitches require just too damn much just for a friendship, or to consider y'all to be friends, or, you know, to call you an associate or something. You know, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't say this, you can't say that. And that's just too much, bitch. We all grown. Like, if the bitch got to jump through hoops just to consider yourself a friend, the bitch consider me an enemy, because I'm not here for jumping through hoops just to be somebody's friend with a whole bunch of rules and regulations got to come with the shit. Like, I don't know, but we gonna see how the shit play out. Girl, just Brittany needs to just go away. Like, I don't understand why y'all keep trying to force just Brittany's ass on us. But stop foisting her on us, VH1, Mona Scott, Young Stephen, Stephanie, Gail, and all of you hoes, because we don't want to see just Brittany. She's not interesting enough, and, you know, she just doesn't fit in with the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta crew. She just doesn't. I see y'all trying to make it seem as if her and Jasmine and Tierra are gonna get along. I mean, not, yeah, Jasmine and Tierra are gonna get along and make good friends. And girl, I just don't see it. Just like I don't see it for you, Tierra. And Tierra, the thing about it is, I felt so bad when Tommy whipped your ass in that damn club. And now I kind of feel like I wish Tommy was there to dig in your ass again, because Tierra, you have a lot of other outlets for a storyline. you need to use Karen as so that she could be more, it'll make sense for her presence to be on the show, just like it would make sense for your presence to be on the show. Y'all need to sit around and argue about King, her not being the King life. You know, you need to talk about and discuss why you kept King away from her for the past 2 years or something. You have some shit in of your own that you could talk about than for you to try to sit here and make us believe that you and Jasmine are just these good bosom buddies. And you so invested in her getting to talk to Rasheeda. Like, girl, you need to stay out of that shit before you get your ass fired. Like, Sierra. Rasheeda and Kurt got seniority in this bitch. You only been around for about, what, 2 years or so? Like, find something else to do, mama. Find somebody else to lean on to get a storyline. Not Kirk and Rasheeda and this Jasmine shit. You need to stay clear of that before you get your ass whooped. And that's my grown womanly advice to you. What else went on? Shit, y'all, I told you I'm going on memory, girl. Oh, you know, Sierra and Mimi, they have a little sit down, brunch, lunch, breakfast, whatever the fuck it was. They was having a little sit down when they got there between the two of them, because, you know, Tokyo feels some kind of way about Spice still fucking around with Tobias, while Tobias is still all up in her inbox, trying to get back all up with her and all up in her bed. And I understood both sides. Spice, I was mad as a bitch with you. I felt like you fat shamed that girl for no fucking reason. And Spice, the gag is this, sweetheart. You built like a motherfucking brick house that's soon to be shaped like a warehouse. So if you're not careful, if you eat too many oxtails, if you eat too many goat, if you eat too much chicken, you know what I'm saying? You already looking like if I was to poke you in your side with a pig, you would just deflate. So you fat shame about Tokyo. I won't hear from you. But I can understand where it came from, because, you know, Carly Red being messy, going back and telling you every single thing that Tokyo said. I can understand you when you see her, you being in defense. But, you know, you fat shaming her. It just was not a good look for somebody that's supposed to be so real, somebody that's supposed to be, you know, for women empowerment, and for somebody that's supposed to only be here for the music. You find yourself in a lot of drama, Spice, and I really don't know how I feel about that. And as far as Tokyo goes, Tokyo had every right to hit your ass with that purse and charge at your ass, because no matter what she may have said, she never shamed you about your body, and the only thing that we heard her call you was paprika. So if that was to warn you to be that pissed with her, to fat shame her, then it got me side-eyeing you a little bit, Spice. And maybe this reality TV shit is bringing out the worst in you, and I'm not liking it, because I like you a lot, Spice, and I like the fact that you was only here really to conduct business, but you starting to get yourself involved. And the thing about it, Spice, is this: I really don't see what you see in Tobias' ass. Like, I'm not calling Tobias ugly. I don't think he's ugly, but I don't think he's cute either. And I don't think that with all the men that you could have in your pocket, in your possession, you're going through all of this for Tobias. I mean, I don't know. It just seems like it's something that the producers are pushing on you, and you're doing it. But I'm just confused as to why. You know, I don't know, Spice. I just don't know. I don't see it for you and Tobias, for all of this to be going on. I just don't see it. But yeah, Tokyo won't happen. It was Spice ass. Like, bitch, Tokyo was raised from the gutter, down under. She don't give a fuck about her being from Jamaica and what they talk and how they feel and how they slay. Bitch, it ain't about where you from, is where you at. And girl, you in the mainland 5-0. And child, I honestly believe, had them security not been there, Tokyo would have dove on your ass. It would have took a lot to get her the fuck up off of you. So my womanly advice to you, Spice, is to do what you came there to do. Get your music out. Get your music out to get the fuck off of reality TV, because you need to worry about your brand, Miss Spice. But other than that, I fucks with you. You know, after that whole situation, Sierra goes to Tokyo's hotel room, and Tokyo lets her know the reason why she got so upset is because, you know, Tobias is still inboxing her. Tobias is still trying to get it going down in the DM. He still want to be laying up with her in her bed and this and that, and that's why she went off the way she did. And like I said, I understand both sides of the spectrum. I do feel like it's a situation that Tobias and the bitches in the background is making y'all go at it, and if y'all should just leave each other out of it and focus on the bitches that's trying to press this whole issue upon y'all, because I'm sorry, I just don't see Tobias being any type of taste for spice. I just don't. I really don't. He seemed too eager, like a kid in a candy store, and spice just gives me grown lady based tease. Like I don't know. Anyway, getting off that shit, Mama D, I'm gonna tell you something. I love you to death, Mama D, but you have other storylines that I would much rather hear from you than for you to come up here with this fake ass, tired ass scenes. And Mama D, it's like you've been around for this the 7th season, 8th season, whatever. You've been around since season 1. It's like we already know what's real and what's not when it comes to you. You really expect us to believe that you can freely come into your son, who is now married, and come into this married woman's home unannounced and think you're gonna do some redecorating or some shit because they have a baby or something? It's like, Mama D, we would much rather you exploit Ernest and his substance abuse problem than for you to come up here with these fake, phony, and contrived scenes. Like, you coming in there dressed worse than Kel Mitchell and Repairman, and it wasn't even funny to me. It was actually really aggravating. It was like, it felt like you had to have a Mama D scene, so let's just put this scene up in there. Like, and if that's the scene that y'all chose, y'all really could have left that shit out. It annoyed me. Like, nothing was real about it. And Bambi was absolutely right, Mama D. You doing way too much. You coming on way too strong, and it's not as if this is your first grandchild. You putting on way too much, Mama D. And we would much rather hear your real tea than for you to come up here with this fake shit. That's just my opinion, Mama D. I love you to death. Love you to death, and I want you to stay around. But give us the real tea, girl. Let's talk about why Ernest supposedly being on crack, bitch. I can't tell, because Ernest looking thick. He's starting to get a waist like Tim from Sweetie Pies and arms like Tim from Sweetie Pies. And Sweetie Pie, that ain't a good look. Talk about that. Do something. Not these fake scenes, Mama D. You too damn old. What else went on? That's worth talking about. See, girl, I told y'all I took notes. I can't even think what else really good went on. So fuck it. We just about to go down to the main event, bitch. Everything else is passe compared to this shit here. Jasmine coming in to talk to Rasheeda. You know, I said it before in the beginning of the video. I felt like Rasheeda handled it very grown womanly, very matronly, very, you know, adult based. And Jasmine, she really left you sitting there holding the bag. Like, and Jasmine, it's hard for me to feel sorry for you, because I really don't understand where you thought you talking to Rasheeda was gonna get you. Because Rasheeda was absolutely right. I can't sit here and say the type of person that you was before this. I can only talk about the person that I see before me. And she said, from what I see before me, you are a fucked up individual. And Jasmine, she is absolutely right. You are a fucked up individual. And one thing that kills me is when people do some fucked up shit, the first thing they want to holler is, that's not me, that's not in my character. Then bitch, why would you do it? Why would you do it? If it's not you, why would you put yourself into that predicament? And Jasmine, I said it in the previous video, it doesn't make it no better that you knowingly laid down and had unprotected sex with a married man and then keep his baby. I'm not one for abortions, but I do feel like there are some certain situations where one is necessary. And in my opinion, from a moral standpoint, I don't believe God or anybody else on the face of this earth would feel any type of way about you having an abortion because you're having a baby by a married man. And the thing about it, Jasmine, is you don't get to commit a sin and then feel like you can, you know, get a happy ending or a happy result at the end of this shit. Like Jasmine, you did a terrible thing. Fucked up shit is gonna happen to you, and the sad part about it is the fucked up shit is also gonna happen to your child. We are all in agreement with you and how you feel about Kirk not being there for Cannon. Kirk, you need to stop running, put Jasmine in her place, but also be in that child life. I don't want to hear no shit about you paying your child support, Kirk. Don't get me wrong. I'm here for you for paying your child support. It's niggas out here that work in the shipyard that don't even pay their child support. So I'm proud of you for paying your child support. But Kirk, that's not enough. You need to be in that damn child's life. And Jasmine, stop popping the fuck up. You done already talked to Rasheeda. Rasheeda ain't here for you. You nearly got your ass dragged one time before. You really could have got your ass dragged. And see, Rasheeda, I really don't know what kind of friends you got, because had it been my two best friends, they would have dove on that bitch the first time they would have seen her ass. They would have dove on that bitch, and they would have been on that bitch tighter than spinal cords to a car seat. So, you know, shit, maybe they was pre-warned ahead of time that she was gonna come there. Y'all need to look surprised and look shocked, but don't never one of y'all get into that shit. This is something that we've been building up, and we really want to get this shit up off the ground. And if that's the case, I get it. But if it was my two best friends, bitch, they'd have dove on you. They would have fucking dove on you. There's not an apology in the world that could fix what you did. And see, Jasmine, I really don't feel sorry for you, because I had no idea that you put that lady's child on social media. Like, Jasmine, you came into this shit all the way the fuck wrong. All the way the fuck wrong. And Rasheeda is right. At the end of the day, whether me and you get along don't matter. You and my husband are responsible for that baby. So you need to talk to my husband. There's nothing for us to discuss. Yeah, I may decide to be around your child, and if I don't decide to be around your child, oh fucking well. I don't know what to tell you, Jasmine. I don't know what more you want. I don't know what more you want. And she left you standing there looking simple. She left you standing there looking simple in that bad cocktail dress, may I add. But that ain't even the point. That ain't even the point. I could give you a little compliment here and there, but Jasmine, we just don't see it for you. We don't see it for you, and I hope now you will finally stay your ass away. You done talked to her. She ain't seeing it for you. I don't see what else is there for y'all to discuss and talk about from this point on. You need to stay your ass away. But girl, that's all I got. I'm sure it was more that I missed because I can't see my damn notes. But anyway, girl, like, subscribe. I'm getting some more followers now. I appreciate y'all. This ain't just my channel. This is our channel. I want y'all to hit me up. Tell me what y'all want me to talk about. Tell me what y'all want me to discuss. And I will do just that. Subscribe, child. That's all I can say. You don't have to miss these phone calls. But girl, I'm about to get the hell away from yonder so I can go back to work before my ass be standing in a child line, because Riverside done fired me for being out here conversing, spilling tea with your ass. So I'm going to talk to you later, sheep. Bye.